Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is Bipolar Entertainment, and I am Dramacide. We're going to move back now into some more music. This is Blondie, Heart of Glass. There's a reason why I'm doing this one, and I'll tell you when it's done. One of the reasons why I like Blondie so much and Deborah Harry, or Debbie Harry, whichever you want to call her, Deborah or Debbie, um, is because she was such an unassuming superstar. Look, she's not going out of her way to be over sexual. She's letting just who she is speak for her, and that to me is sexy. Um, and she's just a good singer, and she's just singing the song, and she's letting your mind do what it will. Now I don't know what the hell that dude was doing over there, to her left. With well, it would be her right, but to our left, with that chord playing it like it's some kind of instrument. But I guess he's allowed. He's in the band. I'm not gonna fault him for it. I'm gonna just go ahead and let him do what he do. But yes, it's just such unspoken talent here, and I just love the song. So would you call this an 80s song? Because to me, it was more of a 70s song. Let's see if there's any information down there that I can look and see real quick. Okay, it says remastered. It doesn't give me the date. I believe it was 78, 79. Might even been 76. I'm not sure. Here's the deal though. So for many of you, I don't even have to tell you that music is the soundtrack of life, is it not? I mean, you've heard me say before, music is life, and legacy is forever. Unfortunately, sometimes that happens to be too close to the sun. At the time, I had been given up by my mother, and I would never see her again. Eventually, my father and my sister and my mother were all murdered. And so when that happened, at such a being such a young kid, now I didn't know that they were gone. I just knew that they weren't with me. It would be years later where I found out exactly what happened. I say that to say this though. So there was this kid that used to always come up the hill. At this point, I lived in West Virginia, Bluefield, West Virginia, the bottom of the state, and it just the pits. It's a miserable place to be. It's just dead. It just seemed like there wasn't any life there. So there was a kid that used to come up the hill all the time and play with us. His name was Lucky, and every day Lucky would come over and he'd just have the biggest smile on his face. You could tell that he loved playing with me and my cousin. Well, one day Lucky didn't come by anymore, and it was not like him because he came every single day. Once we met, every single day, we were listening to the radio, and I'll never forget this. This song was playing on the radio, Blondie, Heart of Glass. And me and my cousin Yolanda we were sitting on the side of the street because we always played in the road. And the song cut out, and a news flash came on, and Lucky's parents, they came up in a story, and Lucky's father had poured gasoline in his mother in Lucky's mother's face and set her on fire, killed her, and then basically set the house on fire with him inside of it, and then waited to die. We never knew that Lucky was in an abusive home because when he came around us, he always had a smile on his face. And it's one of the things about the internet today that drives me absolutely out of my effing mind. It's the fact that there are so many superheroes and thugs and internet gangsters. And I don't claim to be the baddest man in the world, but I know at least 90% of the people who say things that they say to me on the internet would never say it to my face because I am not built that way. I do not tolerate disrespect at all. Not after all that I've been through. My point is, when you come on the internet, and whether you're a good person or you're a bad person, you don't know what the person that's commenting above you or below you is going through. And here on this channel, at least, I try to make sure that it's a safe environment for everybody. I couldn't do that on my other channel. My other channel got so far away from me because I started doing all of these different types of fandom uh, groups, fandoms from different groups. And there's just not a lot of respect there all the time. So when I started this channel, it was an opportunity for me to be a safeguard for people who wanted to come enjoy arts and creativity without having to hear insults or being put down because of their religion or their race or the sexual orientation or whether they were a man or a woman or a child. And not too many children can watch my channel because I market, that it's not for kids. But I think you see my point. So every time I hear this song, Heart of Glass, I think of Lucky. And after I was 14 years old, I never saw Lucky again. But I know a lot of people and a lot of kids that grew up where I grew up in the various different places over this country that I had to grow up, being passed around like a piece of shit. A lot of those kids didn't make it to be where I'm at in my age and accomplish and do some of the things that I've been blessed and honored and privileged to do in this lifetime. I can't tell you what to do, but only thing I can say to you is think about what you say to people before you say it, because you never know what they're dealing with. I know I probably overstayed my welcome on this video, but I just wanted to get that out. This is Bipolar Entertainment, and I'm Dramacide, and I thank you for watching.